Another year has come round for the prestigious Yamaha Rollos Marine Bridge-to-Bridge Waterski Classic. Back for its 32nd running, this is an action-packed weekend full of plenty of entertainment and competitive events which the whole family can take part in. The racing takes place on the mighty Waikato River and has a number of events which lead into the gruelling 82-kilometre ski race. Leg 1 is a 54-kilometre stretch starting from Cambridge, passing through Hamilton, right through to Taupri and finishes with a sprint back to Hamilton for Leg 2, which is 28.2 kilometres. We'll see who's got the endurance and skill to come out unscathed and on top of the leaderboard, or who will become victim to the demanding currents and vigorous turns of the Waikato River. Teams from all over New Zealand and even across the ditch from Australia look forward to participating in the event every year. It allows the public to get up close and see the detail and sheer amount of work the teams have to put into these machines. We caught up with some of the ski teams at Friday night's DMW Trailers and Trojan Trailer Parts Show and Shine event, which gives the racers a chance to register their teams and talk about the weekend ahead, as well as a chance to showcase their stunning boats.
We've done a couple of mods to the boat since last year. We've put a new blower on it, a bigger PSI blower, which will give us a bit more boost and keep all the combustion temperature down. Should give us another 300 odd horsepower, so we're up around the 1300 horsepower now. So I'm very lucky because I just come along and do the driving and organise the team, and so we get a couple of really good skiers over from Australia. There's a couple of really good teams, which is Simon Morrison from Warlord. I mean, he's won it multiple times. The boat's won it probably more times than any other boat, and they're just a good, solid team. They're fast, they know the river, they know all the tricks, and they get good results. So they're really, really hard to get on the day. And also Kevin and the boys from Messiah. Once again, they've got a very fast boat. It's got a top speed of 120 mile an hour with 2 skiers. And so they've got plenty of power on tap. Their skiers, Bevan Turksmer and Vaughan, are very experienced. They've won it as well. And so those guys are 2 tough teams. And then there's a whole lot of other teams that are just behind them that are also worthy competitors. So she's a tough field, you know.
I'm skiing behind Nasty. It's got a 250 on it. We've run this a few years now. Yeah, we've had a few problems last year and been close to winning our classes, but didn't quite make it. So hopefully this year's all good. We've got the boys behind the Yamaha Marine. And the under-19s, they're probably our biggest rival there. So looking forward to that.
The rivalry starts off the water with a different sort of time trial, which gets the competitive blood flowing for the weekend's racing. A lot of competitors have come back to the event this year, as it still proves to be one of New Zealand's most prestigious ski racing events.
We'll give it another crack and try and defend our title, but it's going to be really hard this year. There's a lot of fast inboards, there's a lot of big horsepower. So, hey, we're out here to support our buddies from Australia and mates from New Zealand, and we'll have a good crack, good fun weekend.
Saturday starts off with a briefing for everyone involved. The weather is average throughout the Waikato, but it hasn't dampened spirits for the weekend's racing.
Have a good day, have a safe day, guys. Cheers.
Throughout today, we have a number of different races to keep the crowd entertained. Our first is the Challenge Masters, Novice and Sub-Juniors, which run from Hamilton to Taupri and return. This is a great event which gets people out on the water and a good introduction to the sport for our novices. There are a variety of boats taking part this year, where we see open class favourite Warlord take out the Masters section, setting a new record for the class with a time of 22 minutes and 47 seconds. Infrared towing skier Jason Searle won the novice section at a time of 29 minutes and 23 seconds. In Sub-Juniors, it was Blake Anderson behind the mighty Kruger who came in on top before Phantom racing the one leg from Taupri. A first for the Yamaha Rollos Marine Bridge-to-Bridge Waterski Classic is a ski biscuit race from Days Park to Grantham Street, which sees kids of all ages being towed down the river behind boats of all shapes and sizes. Great fun for the whole family and an event that will surely be back in 2016. Our next race is the Cook Cafe and Bar Family and Social Class, which is a 20-kilometre stint on a slalom ski or wakeboard from Nguruwahia to Hamilton. A great length if you're getting into the sport and a good test on those legs to see if you can handle the burn. There are a number of different categories allowing entries from all fields, which keeps the racing close and competitive. Back in the pits, preparation begins for the Stirling Security and Armaguard time trial, where teams iron out any last-minute issues.
Good.
Just a bit of last-minute servicing.
Anticipation builds for the drivers, observers and the skiers as we get closer to the start of the time trial, all keen for that clean start and perfect run to get them the top spot.
Pretty even playing field, and pretty much it just comes down to get a good start, get a clean run and hope it doesn't rain too hard.
We'd have to be the oldest team on the water too, wouldn't we?
Strategy today is to probably go as hard as we can.
We're going to win.
Good luck to all the competitors today and hope you all do well.
The patchy weather continues to be a factor. Both visibility and water conditions can be compromised and will be a true test for both the drivers and the skiers.
The skiers, certainly they're very, very skilled guys and very fit guys to be holding on like they do, at the speeds they do, but the observer's a key component of it. He's got to be watching those skiers every move, and relaying all that information to the driver. The driver, hey, they drive the boat, and you have to have a certain set of skills to do that.
The open class is first off in the time trial.
With the open classes, there's a big variation from twin outboard to supercharged and twin turbo inboard. So yeah, there's quite a variation there. And then with the outboard classes, they're all pretty much out of the box racing, apart from mock, which is your outboards that you can modify them and hot them up. So most of the skiing classes with the outboards are all factory out of the box packages, which makes real close racing because really it comes down to the team and the skiers, which is what it's all about.
The 40.2 kilometre time trial starts from Hamilton, goes through to Ngunnawahia and returns to finish back in front of the crowds at Grantham Street, where the boats are holding nothing back.
Here comes a team of Warlord, getting some serious speed with that rooster tail behind them.
Under siege, rock solid all the way through. There is going to be nothing in this. This will be adrenaline racing. Michael Davey pedalling as hard as he can with Dean Allison. Craig Gordon and Reece Simmons out the back, and have a look at her go. Infrared across the line. Nick Schick Taylor and Aaron Sparrow Dalglish and on parole, the boys bringing it home. Big Betty Seabook, he owns Dirty, but he's having that much fun hanging off out the back. He's out the back skiing with Richie Simons. He's got Cole Varley pedaling it. Team misfed. Stacey just stuck the nose of that boat up in the air for the crowd. Little Katie Duckworth and little Bev on the inside.
All right, coming through now is Ultimate Force.
Jordan Bradley and Adelaide Cox.
And so here comes the Yamaha Marine Racing team.
Connor Strong and Max Duckworth absolutely hauling through there.
The time trial results for open class sees Under Siege finish off with a time of 16 minutes and 53 seconds ahead of Warlord and Adrenaline Racing. F2 top qualifier was Misfed ahead of Ultimate Force and Yamaha Marine Racing. And mock class saw Infrared take out the top spot ahead of Misfed and Dirty.
Nasty brings it home. That's a beautiful drive. The guys looking strong out the back. That's magnificent effort from those guys. This is the general, poking the nose up for the crowd as it comes through. Boat number 21. That's Kyle Taylor and Callum Armstrong. So pajamming with David Moretti and Cam Robb. And of course, behind Dangerous, you've got Hannah Frost and Hayley Frost. And the girls just hauling the boys in. Welcome back, boat number 35. It's the team from Revolver, the South Islanders. Welcome to the North Island, and you've done it in style. So we're looking at the beautiful yellow Cyclone, piloted by Mike Slack. Katie on the inside, and Tom Slack, Mike's son on the other side. So Grant Crowther looking after those two. And just look at the form of that boat. Boat's going across, but have a look at those two. Knees flexed, ankles pushed forward, just laying back into those handles.
So in ladies, we've got Ultimate Force on top, ahead of Dangerous and Rattle and Hum. Under 19 sees Yamaha Marine Racing come in before Nasty and Kruger. And a cracking time for General Lee in the smock class ahead of Kruger and Revolver. So it's been an eventful day on the river for everyone involved. Teams will now debrief and prepare their equipment for the big day tomorrow, where we will see drivers, observers and skiers put it all on the line to take out the Yamaha Rollos Marine Bridge to Bridge Waterski Classic. It's day 2 of the Yamaha Rollos Marine Bridge to Bridge Waterski Classic, and what a stunning day it is, drawing crowds to the riverbanks of the Waikato River. Teams gather for a safety briefing and get ready for the day's racing.
Beautiful day, couldn't be better.
Yeah, it's better, eh? The weather's turned on for us.
This is a good time for final adjustments, fueling and checking that the boat is good to go. This is crucial as minor glitches such as rope jams can be costly. Some boats are making the most of the day's racing by entering multiple events such as the thrilling Rock FM Powerboat Sprint. The boats are flat out in this short sprint, shooting up to Ngunnawahia and return. A variety of racing continues through the morning with the jet skis, Clubmans and Thundercat races sponsored by Arid Technologies putting on a great show for the crowds. These events are fun, exciting and are good entry classes for people wanting to get out on the river and join the action. So the time has come for the DMW Trailers and Trojan Trailer Parts long race. Leg 1 starts in Cambridge with a 54km run through to Taupri. Leg 2 is a 28.2km sprint back to Hamilton. Back in the pits, tension builds as teams make their way to Cambridge for the start of the long race. At the Cambridge start, boats will be released in 1-minute intervals. The start proves to be one of the most difficult, with swirling pools of water and swift currents.
And the team from Under Siege, they're going to be getting us underway. There is race start, so the skiers are in the water. And it's a clean start for the Under Siege team.
Adam Smale, he'll be watching those boys out the back to make sure there's no signs of them wobbling.
Warlord, fantastic winners last year. They're running out their lines. The skiers are getting pulled now. The skiers are up, and a clean start from Warlord as well.
This is going to be on for young and old.
The team of Adrenaline Racing.
This is Adrenaline Racing.
Dropping their skiers in. Not the cleanest starts for Adrenaline Racing, but they're up and they're away.
It's only going to take one issue at the front of the field for those blokes to actually pull the upset off.
And here we go, the Beast Racing. And the skiers are up. Nice clean start for the Beast Racing as well.
They've got all the skills they need to bring this boat home. Now Messiah starting at the back of the field, so technically they might be quicker than the two boats in front of them, but they're going to have to drive their way past those two boats to get into a time that's going to put them right up the front. Bev and Vaughan, two of New Zealand's strongest and most accomplished skiers. A little bit of wake won't hurt those boys. They will just have their head down and they will be going for it at 100%. You've got the young and the old behind the back of the STA parts machine. This is a massive Hallett ski boat. And bang, up and away. Beautiful clean start from the boys at Cambridge.
Infrared racing in the open and mock class.
The rope snaps up to the pole. The boys are up and away. Ultimate Force with our two Kiwi champion female skiers, Jordan Bradley and Adelaide Cox. They're going to be looking for a big result today as well.
Yamaha Marine Racing is next.
Greg Dutton at the wheel. And there we go, the boys are up and away. Yamaha Factory Race Team.
Although a lot of skiers got away with clean starts, some weren't so lucky.
Our start was average to rubbish. We missed the first one, and then when we looped round to pick up the skier, one of them missed grabbing his rope again, so we had to do another loop. So we had sort of basically 3 attempts at the start. Once we got it, good to go.
We had the boys sitting on the back, they were ready to go, and then someone missed their start in front, so we switched it off because there was a hold. And then we went to start it again, and when we went to start it, there was nothing there. So by the time we worked out what was wrong, it was not worth going. But anyway.
One of those stories, you can prepare for everything and have every box ticked, but when you turn that key and the starter motor doesn't go, it's just, what do you do?
So as the boats navigate their way down through the Narrows, they'll soon approach central Hamilton, where crowds await to see the boats pass through.
Big Roscoe Christensen, Adam Smale, Ray Ball and Zach Burns, the Aussies. And they are rock solid. A big up from the boys. 10:55 to the bridge. They are red hot. Can we please have a moment's silence? News has just come in from Race Control. Under Siege has broken down. The boys have had to pull to the side of the river. I'm unsure if they'll be able to continue.
We had a plan and we wanted to run smooth and fast, and everything was going well, but a bit of a mechanical issue, didn't really help us out, and that's what happens. That's motorsport.
And here comes Warlord. He snuck up on me, big Simon Morrison at the wheel. The boys, there's no more river left. Here we go, Adrenaline Racing. Oh, he's a bit out of shape there, but he stands on it. 11 minutes and 19 seconds to this point of the river.
And here we go, the Beast Racing.
He's pedalling for all he's worth. The boys out the back. got Shawnee Hamilton and Braden Jamison, and those guys just their knees out front. They're looking rock solid.
Mate, we had a really strong run down. The boys skied really well. We just sort of made a decision at the other end to just make sure we're solid on the way back, try and hold our spot, which we think we've done. So hopefully we've made the podium looking pretty good.
Yeah, skiing was good. Struggled a little bit, but being the first time being behind a big boat over here, it makes it a bit difficult. But all in all, had a great day. So yeah, stoked.
This is Messiah, those big turbo engines.
125 kphs for Messiah racing through there. That's the fastest.
It was hard work, mate. It was hard work. We started about fifth boat away, and we were in the chop and the boat wakes the whole way. I've never ever had to work so hard in a ski race ever. But the boat, the guys, the crew, everyone that skied with us, it was just amazing. Everyone looked after us. Could not ask for a better team. We had a really fast run up, and coming home was fairly fast too. So see how we go. I think it's one of our faster times, that's for sure. So it felt fast anyway.
Yeah, it's a real team effort, you know. It's like Tony working really hard, you know, keeping an eye on the boys, particularly today, you know, like in the corners, you know, a lot of boat wakes. So, yeah, you know, you've really got to, you know, be switched on and constant communication. And, you know, the boys out the back did a phenomenal effort to, you know, hang on.
Warlord had a great run to Taupri with a smashing time of 21 minutes and 28 seconds. However, things didn't quite go to plan on the way back home.
No, we've had our fair share of problems this weekend, and started off good on Saturday, and Saturday afternoon we were just chasing a few little teething issues, and then today it was all looking pretty good, and then we had a little bump in the boat. Hit a log, and the skier saw a blade come off. I didn't know at that stage it was a blade come off. There was just a bit of a vibration, and he jumped over a log, and that was all good, and he carried on going, so he was safe. And I thought, oh well, that's obviously we've hit something, but it hasn't killed her totally, because we still drove home on one motor. No problem, that's why we got two motors there.
2 straights to go. All I saw was white water, and then skiers trying to keep out of the slack of the rope. So one of those things.
It was pretty tough out there today. There was quite a bit of water moving through the river. So, but hey, 2 clear runs. We can't complain about that this race. So,
yeah, well, today was much better than yesterday, a bit like last year. So, yeah, smooth run today. But yesterday, a bit of a shambles. The boat broke at the start, then the rope broke at the start, then the rope got caught in the back of my wetsuit and dragged me down the river.
I guess we've got the youngest guys in the field, and we cross-ended from F2 as well into 16 to 19. So we've got a couple of young fellas, and all the rest of the field in F2 are a lot more accomplished skiers, I guess. Hey, those young guys just kept waving me up, so I mean, I had no problems at all.
Yeah, the boys did really well today, because we were in high traffic coming the whole way back, passing boats and stuff, which doesn't make it easy at all. But yeah, the boys skied through it nicely.
Sam pedalled the wheels off it, and Holman looked after us, so yeah, pretty stoked.
Did clip a little log at one stage, but boys kept a clean line through the river, so we got a pretty good run, to be honest.
I'm very happy. Yeah, very happy. I don't know where we've ended up. Unfortunately, we didn't post a time for the time trial yesterday, so we ended up 23rd away. So, but at the end of the day, though, that actually worked out quite good for us, because the boat ahead of us missed starts, so we got clear water all the way down. But on the way back, we passed 5 boats, had to pass 5 boats on the way back, which no matter how well you do it, it slows you down, there's no doubting that. So yeah, hey, very happy with the run. We got it home, we got it home this year, which we haven't done for a couple of years, so more than happy with that.
The main aim was to get home, and with young Chopper on board, he's never done a ski race behind an inboard, and so we actually had him a couple of times there. He's in the club, he's in the Centurion Club, because we had him at over 100 miles an hour a couple of times.
Yeah, got that once or twice over the weekend, which was definitely a goal to get that, which is definitely highlight of the weekend. So yeah, it was good.
It couldn't really have gone too much better. We had a couple of little issues yesterday, and today we had the perfect run, which is all you can ask for on race day Sunday.
I think we went pretty well. We had 2 really excellent starts, 2 good clean runs. Girls just kept waving up the whole time. There were a few people falling by the wayside. Passed a few boats on the river on the way down. I guess it's always you're never home till you're home.
We had a good run, and
Bunga did a great job driving and Mike looked after us, so we're happy.
Thanks to the sponsors and all the volunteers and the Brooklyn Ski Club. They actually haven't had much of a mention, but they're all the volunteers down the river that are all the marshal boats, and without them, the event wouldn't run. So definitely thank you to all them.
Results of the long race saw top contenders Under Siege and Warlord both DNF, but don't let that spoil Messiah's record-breaking time of 33 minutes and 22 seconds. In behind them were Adrenaline Racing and the Beast Racing. Miss Fed took out the F2 class with a time of 39.06, closely followed by Sheer Force and Ultimate Force. In Mock, we saw Infrared come in first with a time of 38.18, with Miss Fed and Attitude not far behind. In the ladies class, we saw a new record with Ultimate Force flying in with a time of 39.53, second was Dangerous, and third place went to White Magic. In the under-19 class, Yamaha Marine Racing took it out with a time of 41.05 ahead of Nasty and Kruger. It was General Lee who took out the Smock class in a time of 42.51 ahead of Kruger and Revolver. So what a weekend we've had here in Hamilton with plenty of thrills and spills. Join us next year where drivers will return with more action-packed racing and skiers will be back determined to get that winning time.
Yeah, I reckon I'll come back and have another go away. I'm not too sure what the skiers are going to do, but I think Vaughan's sort of talking about hanging up his ski, but I reckon we'll have a go next year.
Always put it on for the Aussies, mate. We love coming here. It's awesome. It's an excellent race. It's well run. The people here are friendly, helpful, do anything for you. It's just, yeah, we've been coming here for a few years now and we'll be back.
Hey, it's just something we all love doing, and we all come back every year, no matter how good or badly we do, and it's just addictive, I guess. It's just that sort of event.